A very warm welcome everyone, I hope you are well. My name is Nick and we're looking at an arcade port on the ZX Spectrum 48K. This one is Xybots, published by Domark in 1989 and come out in the arcades by Atari Games in 1987, so we'll see how this one plays. It's for 1 to 2 players, but as usual I'm the only person here, so we will be in 1 player. You control Major Rock Hardy if you're player 1. Player 2 would control Captain Ace Gun. You must go around this maze, here we are, avoiding the robots and then get to the teleport at the end. Right, okay, so we've got to shoot this robot. He's shooting me at the moment and I'm trying to get used to the controls. You'll see we're only using half the screen. Oh dear, this isn't going well, I've died. I'm only using half the screen because player 2 would use the other half. Right, okay, so you can fire, go around corners and guide this guy around the maze. You'll see on the top there's the map. Everything flashing there is stuff that could potentially kill us, and then the teleports at the end. I think we need to get a key as well. Now it's going to take a while to get used to the controls. If you hit fire button the guy will shoot, fire button left and right he will turn round in that direction. So it's a 3D maze game. You must penetrate a vast underground complex and beat the master Xybot, who will turn up every now and again. So there's mazes, locked doors and teleports, and every few levels a master Xybot will come and try and rip your head off or kill you. Right, there's the key. Boom. Yes, there we got it. And there's coins as well to buy upgrades every few levels. Check my arrow up on the map. That's where I am. We need to get to the end. Good. We're going well. Oh, it's another robot's after me. So quite a cool game, this one. Is that it? Boomer. Take that. Now, I do know a cheat for infinite energy, so if I don't get very far, we'll have another go. There's a couple of things that I can buy there. There's my upgrades. Prepare to enter level 2. Da da da. Right, there's a coin. Nice animation on the walk in here. It's quite an addictive game. With 2 players, I think this would be quite exciting. Xybots. Did you ever play it on the arcade? I didn't. Oh, this guy, let's try and fire him. So this is how... Oh dear, we're dead. This is how warfare goes. Avoid getting shot, shoot the other person. And we are Major Rock Hardy. Oh my word, what's this thing? Straight away. The map's up the top there in dark blue. Making it a little bit hard for me to see. Oh dear. These Xybots, they're evil. They're evil, I tell thee. Okay, right. So the maze, game over. So the maze is going to get increasingly more difficult as we go through. Let's not put the cheese on quite yet. Okay, right. We're in the hallway. He's shot us twice. Not great. Right, that's him blown up. So fire button is just fire. As I said, left and right and fire button as well turns you round the corners in a direction. Otherwise you'll just shuffle around like a crab. Plays quite well this. A little bit slow as the computer's trying to configure all the graphics in 48K, but I forgive that. We've got the key to escape. Okay, nice bit of perspective here. And I've died somehow. I'm not quite sure how I died there, but anyway. Okay, it might be time for the cheat soon. I think we've cleared all this area. Feels a bit like walking around the corridors of Doctor Who, but nice to see their patterned walls rather than just empty. Could have had them quite plain. Oops, aliens. Zipping along. I just made that song up. There's no such song called Zipping Along. I know you're probably going to Google that now and find one. Oh, I'm lost. Well, this is quite a straightforward maze, isn't it? It's not really a maze as such, because there's only one direction you can go in here. It's the world's worst maze ever. I need player 2. I need Captain Ace Gun. He sounds like a good chap to be in a scrape with to help me get out of this. So always look at the map up the top there to see where you're going. The flashing arrow is you. I've died. Right, it's time for the cheat, I think. Infinite energy to try and get a few levels to see how this game advances. But in first impressions, this looks like a good game. I didn't know it back in the day, but I'd say it was a hidden gem, really. You need to put in the practice to get good at it, but as a kid, maze games, done well, brilliant. Okay, let's go around here. Does it look like Major Rock Hardy? These militant types in these games always had silly names. Major Rock Hardy, Captain Ace Gun. Captain Ace Rimmer would have been good from Red Dwarf. Boof. Right, slow energy guard mapper. So we know where the guards are. So this is a big subterranean city, and the mazes get increasing in difficulty as you go through the city and take out all these evil robots who are up to no good. If you played the arcade game by Atari, let me know. That would come out 2 years before this one if we take out this big thing. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64, this game. I presume those two had a bit more colour. It's a little bit monochrome the way the Spectrum handles stuff, but this is quite good fun. This is quite good fun. I like the way the screen's laid out. It's not using too much of the area, it has to be said. Bit of a postage stamp, but I forgive that. Pretty addictive stuff. I think a kid would have been coming back to this a few times. I've had to put a cheat on, of course, to get a bit of length of the game. But if I had all day to spend on the game, which who does nowadays, I would certainly not need the cheat and get through a few levels, I'd imagine. Right, shoot that and avoid. Shoot and avoid. This robot's AI isn't great. Shoot and avoid. It's going to blow up soon, surely. There, it's gone, right. No fragments at all. That robot has been vaporised into doom dust. And his brother's turned up. It could be Metal Mickey from that 80s show called Metal Mickey. Here he comes and here he goes. It's Metal Mickey. Do you remember that song or that show? You might not be old enough to remember it. Metal Mickey, he's a #1. It's probably on YouTube. Put in Metal Mickey. He was a robot that helped people, but I'm sure he had a dark past. Like Maximilian from the Black Hole. Boof. Baff. This is an epic space adventure here. We're running down corridors, like Doctor Who would do, but without a sonic screwdriver we're firing lumps of fire at each other. Let's get out of here. Let's get off level 2. That's something. Right, okay. Is this the end? That's the teleport. Good. So we have $3. Well done for us. A slow energy boost. Prepare to enter level 3. Yeah. Okay. Always remember to fire and the direction, to put the guy in the direction he's facing. Otherwise you can't really know what's going on and you just like sight of the map. A bit like sideways walking like that. Looks like there's some vacuum cleaner next to me doing its vacuum cleaning. That must die. Eat dust, vacuum cleaner. Oh, that's what it was doing. I don't like that vacuum cleaner. It sucked. Right, we're in the red maze. Getting slightly bigger as we go through, but the gameplay is essentially the same. A bit like wandering around a space station in Alien. If you've ever done that, I don't know if you survived or not. So if you was a colonial marine, wiping out bugs in space, comment below, let me know. How did it go? Was it similar to this or completely different? But these aren't aliens, these are like robot things. Maybe an ancient civilization which was overtaken by robots, and now they're trying to destroy everything, like robots tend to do in games and films. You very rarely get a happy good robot, with the exception of R2-D2, although he was quite cantankerous. They had to bleep out everything he said. And probably that one from Short Circuit, Johnny 5, he was quite good. Right. Anyway, we get sidetracked as we often do in these reviews. Let's try and get off level 3, blow up all these droids. If you're checking the map there, you probably see the teleport there. We need to work our way to that. Don't necessarily need to destroy all the robots as long as we get past them to the teleport. Xybots. Yes, a game beginning with X. I think there's another game beginning with X we should come to soon. A shooter called Xybots. I think that's right. We'll come to that soon, I think. It's on the list. It's quite near the top of the list anyway. So people who like games beginning with the letter X will be there. Best shooter, of course, well, one of the best shooters on the Commodore Amiga is Xenon 2, I should say. Xenon 2 didn't come out on the Spectrum, but Xenon 1 did. Bit lackluster, that one, so probably wasn't a very good example. Lackluster on the Spectrum, the Xenon. Quite a few shooters to choose from. At some point, I'd imagine we should do a top 10 shooters on the Specky. Maybe do that as a part of ZX Spectrum Talk or Spectrum Talk on the channel. If you haven't seen that so far, there is a playlist for it. Check out Spectrum Talk, where we chew the cud. We talk about something random about the Spectrum. Hooray! Separate from gameplay, that is, although there is some gameplays in there. Come on, Major Rock Hardy. Yeah, I wonder what he's a major of. Oh man, come on. I don't think I'd be doing this very well without the cheat on, I can tell thee. A lot of shooting, a lot of close range shooting, and I think I would have been ripped to shreds by now. It's the future, but we don't know what year. Domark coded this in 1989. Yes, a good arcade conversion by them. Good, good, good. I'm not sure what happens at the end. If you completed this game on any system, then let me know what happens at the end. Not sure how many levels there are. It doesn't say in the instructions, but probably about 10 or so. If there's about 100, then I've got no chance of completing this game ever. Even with, well, I could do it with a cheat on it, but it'd make for quite a boring video going through, perhaps. Nice decorations here, as we say. Bit Blake 7, bit 80s, but this, as I say, this was 1989. Right, I wasn't expecting to complete that then. I think to have wandered into the teleport as I was jibber-jabbering away. Prepare to enter level 4. And the design is the same. The maze is purple. Looks like there's a few teleports here, so we might need to use a couple of teleports to get off the stage. Boof. Right, we've got 100 energy, you can see under the name Rock, because that cheat's on. Ace has got 0% energy because he hasn't bothered to turn up. So the computer would have been trying to calculate a lot here on 2 players, so hats off to that. Updates quite well. She's noticed when we change views, it's not hanging about. That is quite quick. So this is a clever bit of coding, I would say. It's having to work out where all the enemies are as well and draw them. Good. They're not crashing. I think the old Spectrum might have been getting a bit hot at this stage. Right. It seemed to go with the way he was walking. He's a strange walker. He's posing. Is he a muscle-bound bloke? I'm trying to make out the graphics. He's got a bit of muscles. He knows how to move, this guy. He's like Saturday Night Fever. Ding 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 ding. That's enough of that. I could tell by the way he used his walk. He was a woman's man. No time to talk, was that? I'm not sure. Turn around, it's okay. There's a robot coming the other way. Come on, Major. It's not Major Tom that David Bowie sang about. Ground controller always trying to get in contact with him, but it was always bad news. Major Hardy's on a different track. He's got infinite energy, and he knows he can do no wrong. Get out the way. This is a 3-bar heater attacking me now. Eat fire, heater. Go dear me. Right, good. That's him out the way. Eat trash. Right, it looks like there's a teleport thing down here. Now, this isn't off the level, I don't think. We're going to teleport to somewhere else. Right, here we are. We've teleported across that closed bit of the map. I think it was a closed bit, was it? Perhaps we didn't need to do that. There's the key there. Wherever there's a key, in games, pick it up. Never walk past a key in any game at all. It's going to go bib in a minute. Get ready. Get ready for bib. Bib. Right, now we just need to go up that corridor. If I can face the right direction. Here we go. Up this corridor and we're done. Success awaits. Boomer. Hooray. Warp 4 bonus. We've got a bonus for using Warp 4. Good, good, good. Good stuff. I like this game. Look at all those things we got. Move faster, better shield, faster shots. Well, that's how much they cost. We haven't got enough money for all of it. Prepare to enter level 7. I think we'll call it a day there, actually. Oh, it's doing a bit of loading. Let's just see what level 7 looks like. Loading. Alright, it's a huge map and look at all the robots there. Anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that one. I've pretty much shown you all the gameplay. That was Xybots on the ZX Spectrum, published by Domark in 1989 and based on the arcade cabinet by Atari Games from 1987. Got any comments about this game or similar games or anything retro, then put your thoughts below. Please subscribe if you want to support the channel. If you want to subscribe it, if you want to support it a bit more, I should say, ensure its long-term survival, then have a look at patreon.com/njenkin. Every little bit helps. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.